Chapter 10. Lord Nityananda's pastimes of taking lunch at the house of Gadadhara Pandita. As soon as Lord Nityananda saw Jagannath, he became overwhelmed with ecstasy and began to roll on the ground. He repeatedly forcefully fell on the floor. Even 100 people could not control him. Seeing Lord Jagannath, Lord Balaram, Subhadra Devi, and Sudarshan Chakra, Nityananda began to weep. Knowing the glories of Nityananda, the Brahmana priests offered the flower garlands from Jagannath, Baladev, and Subhadra to Nityananda. When the servants of Lord Jagannath saw Nityananda, they became extremely joyful. Those who did not know him asked others who he was. Everyone replied that he was the brother of Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda Swarup also embraced everyone, drenching them with his tears. After seeing Jagannath, Nityananda was very happy and went to see Gadadhara Pandita. Only the Supreme Lord possesses the love and affection that Nityananda and Gadadhara exchanged. The most enchanting deity of Lord Gopinath resided at the house of Gadadhara. He appeared to be exactly like the son of Nanda Maharaj. Lord Chaitanya had personally embraced this deity. Seeing this deity bewilders even a staunch atheist. When Nityananda saw the beautiful flute and attractive face of Gopinath, tears of love incessantly streamed from his eyes. Knowing that Nityananda had arrived, Gadadhara left his recitation of Srimad Bhagavatam and in great haste came to greet him. As soon as they saw each other, they embraced and began to cry. They offered their obeisances to each other and began to glorify one another. One of them said, "Today my eyes are purified." The other said, "Today my life is successful." Both the lords rapturously floated in the ocean of Prem. The love and devotion manifested from their meeting was so intense that all their servants began to weep. The love and affection between Nityananda and Gadadhara is so wonderful that neither spoke to the other's enemies. Gadadhara's vow was that he will never see the face of a person who blasphemes Nityananda. Gadadhara Pandit Gosai does not even manifest himself to those who have no love for Nityananda Gosai. When the two lords became peaceful, they sat down to discuss the auspicious glories of Sri Chaitanya. Then Gadadhara invited Nityananda to accept lunch at his home. Nityananda brought 40 kilos of very fine white rice from Bengal for Gadadhara to offer to Lord Gopinath. He also brought a beautiful colored piece of cloth for the Lord, which he placed before Gadadhara. Nityananda said, "O Gadadhara, please take this rice and cook for Gopinath. After offering it to the Lord, you may honor the remnants." Seeing the fine rice, Gadadhara smilingly said, "I've never seen such a rice before. Did you bring this rice from Vaikuntha for Gopinath? Mother Lakshmi cooks this rice and Krishna enjoys it." The devotees then honor the remnants. After happily praising the rice, Gadadhara took the piece of cloth and went before Gopinath. He put the divine colored cloth on Gopinath, and seeing his beauty, Gadadhara floated in the ocean of bliss. Then he began to arrange for cooking. He plucked spinach from the compound of the Tota Gopinath temple. Nobody sows this spinach, it grows by itself. Gadadhara collected a portion of the spinach to cook for Gopinath. He picked the tender leaves of the tamarind tree, and after making a paste out of them, he mixed it with the boiled spinach and added salt. The most fortunate Gadadhara prepared a sour item, and he brought it before Gopinath to offer. At that moment, Gaurachandra arrived. Smiling while chanting the Maha Mantra, Lord Gaurachandra called, "Gadadhara, Gadadhara!" Gadadhara immediately appeared and offered his obeisances to the Lord with awe and reverence. The Lord smilingly said, "What is this, Gadadhara? Am I not fit to be invited? Actually, I'm not separate from both of you. Even if you don't offer me prasad, I eat by force. The ingredients of Nityananda, the remnants of Gopinath, and your cooking, I certainly have a share in it. Hearing these kind words of the Lord, both Nityananda and Gadadhara floated in the ocean of happiness. With immense satisfaction, Gadadhara brought the prasad in front of Gopinath and placed it before Gaurachandra. The fragrance of the rice filled the entire compound of the Tota Gopinath temple. The Lord repeatedly praised the rice. The Lord said, "Divide the prasad in 3 parts. Today we'll sit together and eat." Attracted by Nityananda's rice, Mahaprabhu sat down to take his meal. Both Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu sat down to eat, facing each other. They happily glorified the rice and the vegetables. The Lord said, "Just the fragrance of this rice guarantees one's devotion to Krishna. There is no doubt about it. Oh Gadadhara, what wonderful cooking! I've never eaten such a spinach preparation before. Oh Gadadhara, what an attractive way you have of cooking. How did you make such a preparation with tender tamarind leaves? I think you must be cooking for the Lord in Vaikuntha. And why are you hiding yourself?" While smiling and joking in this way, the 3 personalities happily enjoyed their meal. Only these 3 know the loving sentiments of each other. Gaurachandra never discloses them to anyone. After the lords completed their eating and left, all the devotees grabbed their remnants. Anyone favored by the merciful glance of Gadadhara can actually know the science of Nityananda Swarup. In the same way, anyone inspired by Nityananda Swarup can understand the glories of Gadadhara. Nityananda happily enjoyed the association of Gaurachandra. The 3 lords, namely Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, and Gadadhara, always lived together. They saw Jagannath together and became overwhelmed when they did Nam Sankirtan. Anyone who reads or hears these pastimes of the Lord's taking prasad certainly achieves Krishna and devotional service to Krishna. Accepting Sri Chaitanya and Nityananda Prabhu as my life and soul, I, Vrindavan Das, sing the glories of their lotus feet.